Hey Leos. Keep my hair out of my face. This crazy, humid, messy, rainy weather. When you have kind of sort of curly, wavy hair, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't when it's humid. I'm going to do a Celtic Cross for y'all's December reading. I love it because it's such a stable, old spread and it gives a lot of detail. How are y'all doing? I would love to know. And just so y'all know, when I get, listeners and viewers that will rant or anything, I do pray for y'all. I send you love and light and healing whenever you have something you need to tell me, and I'm not going to let anyone tease you for it either, okay? I want you guys to be able to have a place where you can come to say what you need to say to move on, for those of you who are hurting. Definitely want those two with that. Sometimes you just feel it when certain other cards want to speak. Okay, let's see here. What do we have? Huh. I love it when that happens. Huh. Okay. When the cards give me some good news at the end, just in case y'all are going through something. Let's see. It drives me nuts if I can't keep my sweatshirt right. Nice. Definitely looks like some of you guys are moving slowly towards something that you really want. And since I am doing this spread for you, there are actually two cards that represent you. If I was doing a private reading and you're asking about someone else, this would be the someone else and this would be you. But they're both you since I'm doing it on you. So I've got the Emperor and the Knight of Pentacles. Dang, some of you guys got your game on. Like, really, if you've got the Emperor card, that's, you got the Page of Pentacles crossing you. So this is your obstacle, That's strange. So obviously, even though you've got your act together, someone petty is bothering you. You know what I mean? A lot of times I like to call the pages the petty page energy because it's just not a leveled up energy, You may be getting a small offer from someone, but it's just like you're weighing it out because it doesn't really sound like the kind of offer you want. Whether it's work, money, relationships, friends, family, love, not really seeing much love in this. I think a lot of you guys are struggling on your own at this time because, it was crowning you as the Eight of Cups reversed. And this, according to my Smith-Waite, is what you don't have, okay? Some people say it's what you have, but it's not. It's what you're attaining, you're trying to reach for, and you just don't quite have it yet. And if you guys were trying to reach for that, maybe some of you guys, well, that's strange, isn't it? To have that crowning you. And then this in the near future. So I think you guys are going to be okay, but I think some of you guys actually have kind of like this limited mindset, sort of, where you might feel like the best thing that can happen is trying to hang on to something that's just not at your level, okay? Because if you're trying to hang on to something like this, it would be moving on, right? You may be hoping that you can hang on to something that's just not for you. I feel like this other person that you might be thinking about, they're just not at your level. You're an Emperor, okay? This other person is a Page, whether it is love or family or work. And in the near future, we have this. So some of you may be heartbroken over it, but I feel like, okay, if you're trying to make something work with someone, or you're hoping to, and this is what you don't have, it's obviously not working. This is what's beneath you. So you've been putting in the work. Whatever this job is, career, relationship is, you have been putting in a lot of work. You really have. That's why you're the emperor. This is a lot of work. It's a little bit of impatience where you're sometimes wishing that, you could harvest sooner, wondering when you're going to get something in return, right? This is in your recent past, so obviously you made a decision already. I know this sounds strange to some of you. Some of you may be upset. This is anxiety and depression and stuff, right? I think some of you, this might be the other person. I know for some of you it is you, but I think some of you, you kind of are trying to hang on to a relationship that's not really at your level because you know that letting them go is going to cause them so much grief. This other person might be leaning on you for their joy, their happiness, they might base their value on you, okay? Like a codependent person. A good example could be a codependent, covert, vulnerable, narcissistic person. They may be draining you and leeching out your joy because they just don't have the level you do. And you kind of hate to say no. You kind of hate to, move on. You're trying not to in a way because you know that they have been guilting you with that fear, obligation, guilt. And you feel like if you, move on, they're going to be devastated. Now, this is also you're slowly working towards something. You've already made a decision. You know what you want and you want to go for it, but you're not in any hurry. You know what I mean? Like you really have a long-term goal in mind. And if this is in your environment, this other person, this other situation, it could be a group of people, they are definitely not getting what they thought they wanted. Whatever it is that they thought they wanted, they're getting the opposite. Karma may be coming around to smack them in the face. They may be having just rounds of bad luck, but usually the Wheel of Fortune, it can be rounds of bad luck that just happens because sometimes, and this can affect you because this is your environment. You may be noticing a lot of stuff in your life is just not cohesive. It could be a lot of little rounds of bad luck, like annoyances. You know what I'm saying? Where just things are just constant little foxes that spoil the vine kind of energy. And if that's happening to you, it's because of this other person or people. This other person or people is carrying some really, really bad karmic energy and they're not facing it. They're not dealing with it. They're not doing the work because they're depending on you for their joy. And since they're not doing the work, they're not going in to look, they're not balancing out that karma. Here's the problem when you stay with bad people like that. Even if they appear good on the outside, okay? If they're not doing the work on the inside, if you're sleeping with them or you're living with them, you can actually start to reap the karma with them. They can cause you to suffer too. I've been there, okay? It's not fun, especially when you're doing the work, you love people, you want the highest good for all people. If you are in a relationship with a karmically defunct person who refuses to grow or admit that they're in this, religious community, they call sins. In the legal community, they call it crimes. But I want to say they're not admitting the things they've done. Bad things, okay? They're keeping it a secret. They're hiding it, swept under the rug. It's not going to come out, and that causes this. And when they don't have a light source to suck onto, beautiful little light Leo to suck onto, to feed them so they can feel alive, if they have to be alone with themselves, it's terrorizing them. But if you stay with them, you could feel the karma that you don't want to feel. You see what I'm saying? And of course, you guys can always switch roles or whatever, if you're cross-watching. And then your hopes and fears is actually 7 of Wands. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so you hope and fear it. So in a way, that's strange. I think some of you are actually afraid to stand up for yourself. You want to, you hope to, but you're also very afraid to. You know, it's not something you want to do. You don't want to fight, you know. Um, and usually your hope fear card doesn't usually come true exactly like you think. Usually that's something that doesn't happen, is too out of balance. So don't be afraid of it. You don't be afraid of having to stand up for yourself. Just, you know, you don't owe this person an explanation, for one. You really don't. And the outcome we've got is the Ten of Wands reversed. I really do think that even if this is you two, you could be, you know, upset and crying for a period of time too. Especially if it's someone you don't want to let go. But with you being the Emperor and this, honey, you got your shit together. You do. So I don't see why you would be crying if you've got that boss energy going on and you've got really good long-term plans going on, you know? And we've got some beautiful cards that came out at the top. We've got the Sun. We've got Ten of Pentacles. We do have the Six of Cups reversed. But I'm seeing the Six of Cups reversed and the Ten of Wands reversed. That is you letting go. Letting go of that burden. Laying it down. You don't owe them an explanation. You don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to fight for your rights. You can just move on and let go of that burden. It's not your burden to bear. Their karma is not your responsibility, is it? And so, see, we've got this, and we've got this is beautiful, okay? This is you. This is you. This is what you have, okay? Is coming to you. This is also letting go of these memories and things. Now, it can also be some people not wanting to let them go, but that's usually upright. So, with you having this boss energy you've got, you know, you are coming into your own. And I think maybe because the other person is so distraught, and then, you know, this being the near future, and with you being the Emperor, I really don't see this being you. Like I said, you can flip it if you need to, but what I'm saying is I really think that, like, you know that's true. The person doesn't want to let you go, okay? And they may be trying to text you and harass you and try to keep you, you know, in with them, even though you've already made your decision. It's been done, okay? After I pulled out those other two, I even had that Death card. You guys, I now need to move on and clarify. I don't want to take all night. But I really think that, you know, you don't have to worry about defending yourself. You don't even have to, you know? Ooh, okay, you. Come on and jump out, why don't you? Okay, let's see what we got here. Wow, we got the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck reversed, and that is definitely releasing and having a new perspective. Okay, and we've got the World card. We've got, yeah, we have the Nine of Swords reversed there, which is the same as this, and when it's reversed, it can be actually extreme depression and torment, okay? We've got the Nine of Wands. It's a test of faith, resilient courage. I'm telling you guys, I really don't let that be you. I know I can't stop it. If you got to feel your emotions, you need to feel them. But I really, really do feel like if this other person is really, really tormented and distraught over you guys, even if they're threatening, you know, like, oh, I can't live without you and all this stuff, you know, that's wrong. That they cannot put that weight on you. They cannot put the joy of their life, the happiness of their life on you. You're not their God. You didn't create them. You cannot carry that burden. It's not even meant for you to, you know. I'm getting the World card. See, here's the thing. I feel like even if this person is acting distraught and upset over losing you, they're still searching for someone else too, okay? They're going to be online dating. They're going to be looking at porn. They're going to be going to bars. They're going to, you know, see right here. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I've got the Ten of Cups reversed. I asked why the Ten of Wands there. We've got the Ten of Pentacles upright for you. Getting the Ten of Cups reversed right there. And then we got Ten of Swords upright. That's weird. There's a lot of tens going on. Guys. Legit. Like, we've got one of each one. We've got the Ten of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. May sound silly, but some of you guys might want to remember December 10th. You know, may be significant. Yeah, because that's being backstabbed. And then the Ten of Cups being reversed. I'm telling you, you're worried about having to maybe defend yourself against this person and stand up for what you believe. But they're going off behind your back and doing all kinds of stuff too. Let's put it this way. When they're at home alone by themselves and they have no one to keep them company, they're depressed or anxious, they're scared because they will not face their karma. They will not face it. They will not actually look in the soul mirror and accept the truth of their long laundry list of dead bodies they've left in the wake of their chaotic selfishness. Okay? And when they're not busy in their depression and their anxiety and their fear, it's almost like they're creating hell in their mind because they know that they deserve it. Okay? Oh, so, you definitely just need to move on and let go because they're not even good for family. You know what I mean? Like, they're just, yeah. I have a feeling that they're probably, I don't know. I don't want to say just drinking or out doing something. I just think that they're going to make you, they are definitely distraught. And they're going to make you feel bad for them. The thing is all the while they're trying to make you feel bad, they're out doing crazy stuff behind your back. So we've got in the Druid cards, we've got the Adder, the Cat, and the Crane reversed. Yeah. I think this person is definitely an over-sexual person. And I think that you know it and you've taken a lot of time to study this situation, the patterns of this person. And either you or them, I mean, I think that it can honestly in this situation be both. That if you spend too much time alone, you're going to be a bit moody. And if you spend too much time with people, same thing. And I think it's the same thing with them. You may need to get in a new balance of where you belong after, this ridiculous relationship. But the other person, I think it definitely is more of them because of what I already said. Their inability to spend time alone is making them kind of like naggy and disruptive. They're not stable. So, and you look beautiful. This is not the only reading I've seen similar stuff in where you're doing good. You're just having to deal with a crazy like ex or something. I am starting to make my own cards, but I don't have that many made yet, so I don't want to pull them too much. But I did get this one. Oh, Lord. I am patient, watching, researching. I want only you. Yeah. You need to be careful. This person may be stalking you online, doing a lot of research. If you've moved, they don't know where you're at. They could be trying to find out where you're at. Now, yeah, I know what I was going to say because I had brought this up on the other readings I think I've done tonight, just to be really careful. Cancer was scary. I hope you guys don't have Cancer in your chart or Cancer cusp, or if so, you might want to watch it. It's scary to me. Anyway, what was I thinking? I had mentioned the fact that like since I lived in Houston for over a decade, I still watch little snippet news pieces on YouTube, and it's so sad how bad the crime has gotten there. And I had watched this one where they had said 3 domestic violence cases ended in death in a 24-hour period. And 2 of them involved exes going to kill their ex-wife and their ex-girlfriend. you know, these holidays make people crazy. It's like the example I gave in another reading. You got to think sometimes these guys go eat at their family or friend's house for Thanksgiving and they're like, oh, where's your wife or where's your girlfriend? And they're like, oh, well, we broke up or we divorced. And they're like, ha ha ha, yeah, we knew you were a deadbeat, you know, and all it takes is a little spark like that. And this person can go off and blame you for their problems. I just want you guys to all stay safe out there because this energy, it is hectic and crazy. Now, I do have 2 personal readings listed in my different types, listed in my Etsy shop right now. One is for the holiday season and one is for the new year. The new year is a really in-depth one. It has to do with the Akashic Tarot. For those of you who want to level up and learn how to break those patterns, those karmic cycles and whatnot. And I'll be doing all 4 seasons, okay? So it's gonna be like kind of like 4 readings in one. And then the other one is a kind of like a, I want to say my son said it looked like a Christmas tree upside down, which is kind of ironic, right? But it's like a triangle, and it's like it's got all of the players in your life. This is really only going to work for people who are really social, like you, significant other, family, friends, coworkers, all that stuff. And it kind of, I keep combining them down until you see the cohesive message at play. And it kind of helps whenever you need to know, how is your family going to get along with your partner, and how is your friends going to get along with family or your work, or because some people have a hard time navigating work life, personal life, friends, family. It can get hectic, right? So I know that reading would only work if you have a very busy social life. And anyway, let's see. Full moon does happen in Gemini on the 7th. And we do have Jupiter entering Aries on the 20th. I did want to pick out a good tarot card. Ooh, that popped right out. Okay. And then we have Venus enters Capricorn on the 9th. We have Mercury entering Cap on the 6th. And then on the 29th, we have Mercury going retrograde. So the Aries energy on the 20th, when Jupiter enters Aries, is going to be a wonderful time for creativity and courage. This kind of like up, airy, expansive Sagittarius energy that is so wonderful for this time of year can also cause a lot of, you know, people going too far. So it'll be nice when we have that Capricorn energy starting to ground things out as we move deeper and deeper into December, you know. And that full moon in Gemini sounds a bit airy and fun. I know we have a new moon in Capricorn on the 23rd. So I did get the star card for you guys. Isn't that beautiful? It's so pretty. And thank all of you guys who like and comment and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It is amazing. I know I've only been doing this a little over a month, and I am truly humbled at every single one of you who do. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. We have this gorgeous star. I am hopeful and inspired by life right now, and everything that is happening points to a renewed sense of encouragement. After all the changes I have experienced, I am starting to recognize the hope that comes with new beginnings. Aww, I like that. I think it definitely goes along with this beautiful sun card and this beautiful card. I do think y'all have so much beauty coming your way. You know, I know some of you are having to deal with, you know, other karmic issues and stuff, but you're gonna be fine. You know, I love you and I bless you. Until next time.